Welcome to this new lesson. Now, in this lesson, we are going to continue.
Time once again for another Learn Arabic with Q.
I already started. Anyways, so in this lesson, we are going to continue asking about who owns something. Remember, when we learned how to ask about who someone is, we used men. Now, if you wanted to know who something belongs to, we use the same men. Let's take a look at these examples over here. We have هذا بيت. You know, this is a house. هذا بيت. If I wanted to ask, who does this house belong to? Whose house is this? I will only add a men to the end of it. So it becomes like this. هذا بيت من. من. هذا بيت من. There's a little thumb over here. There you go. هذا بيت من. Whose house is this? هذا طعام. هذا طعام من. Add a men to it. هذا طعام من. And here a dhamma comes. This is just because the sound has to be هذا طعام من. If you say هذا طعام من, these like you're ending with, it's like an abrupt ending. But in Arabic, sentences flow. The words are they merge into each other. هذا طعام من. Whose food is this? هذه سيارة من. هذه سيارة من. Now, if you notice here, before we used to say هذه سيارة, but now once we added something after the word سيارة, the te came to life and now it's pronounced هذه سيارة من. Okay? Now, if you ask yourself why, let's try to read the sentence without saying the te. Listen to it. هذه سيارة من. There's no flow. The flow has been disconnected. But هذه سيارة من. Whose car is this? هذه دراجة من. دراجة من. Look, there's a bum over here. So, how do we reply to these questions? So, for example, هذا بيت من. هذا بيت أحمد. هذا طعام من. هذا طعام علي. هذه سيارة من. هذه سيارة نور. This is Noor's car. هذه دراجة من. هذه دراجة محمد. Okay? So, هذه دراجة محمد. Now, if you notice, sentences are starting to form. We started from a simple هذا بيت. Now, we can say who that house belongs to. هذا بيت أحمد. Let's write that down. هذا. Now, our sentence is getting longer and more definite. هذا بيت أحمد. هذا بيت أحمد. Let's put the تشكيل. This is the essential one over here. هذا بيت أحمد. Okay. هذا طعام. This is the طي. It's a upside down triangle. طعام نور. هذا طعام نور. And this is a reply to the question هذا بيت من. هذا بيت من. هذا بيت أحمد. Okay, and if you really want to keep on asking Ahmed men, like, who's Ahmed? هذا بيت أحمد. Ahmed men. Ahmed صديقي. He's my friend. Ahmed صديقي. We'll take that word in the coming lesson. هذا طعام نور. نور من. نور أختي. She's my sister. هذا طعام نور. نور من. نور أختي. Let's write another one. هذا I don't know why it's red. Forgot to switch the color. هذا كتاب. Remember this word? كتاب. It's a book. هذا كتاب من. هذا كتاب من. There's a bum over here. Whose book is this? هذا كتاب من. And the answer is هذا كتاب. If it was my book, I would say هذا. Remember what it was that we add to the word that makes it mine? هذا كتابي. Yes, excellent. هذا كتابي. You just add a yeah to it. هذا كتابي. هذا كتابي. And if it wasn't mine and it belonged to somebody else, for example, it belongs to Aisha, I would say هذا كتاب عائشة. هذا كتاب عائشة. This is Aisha's book. Okay, let's read these together. هذا بيت أحمد. هذا طعام نور. هذا كتاب من. هذا كتابي. هذا كتابي. Now you know how to ask about who something belongs to. And you do that by simply using men. So, بيت من. هذا بيتي. طعام من. هذا طعامي. Remember the word for bread? خبز. خبز من. Whose bread is this? هذا خبزي. هذا خبزي. Okay? So, don't have too much bread, okay? Save some for other people and practice what you've learned, okay? Let's try to end this before the end.
And now we come to an end of another Learn Arabic with Q.
Well, that's the end of the lesson. Subscribe, practice what you've learned, and I'll see you in the next lesson.